Hello and welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen. This is your host, Captain Kibs, signing on today. And today we're going to be playing probably what is arguably the best Dawn of War 3. I mean, it's pretty close to Dawn of War 1, but you know, it's fucking terrible. It's Dawn of War 3. And the reason why we're playing this today is because a good friend of mine, who might not be a friend after this is over, his name is Arch Warhammer. He's like, hey, Kibs, play this game. And I'm like, okay, I'll play it maybe once just for the meme, because, you know, I play bad games, because that's the thing I do, I guess. And so, yeah, this is Dawn of War 3. This is the spiritual failure of the Dawn of War franchise that Relic Entertainment was, well, now is notorious for. So we'll do a, I didn't even beat this game. Fuck, I can't even imagine getting that far. All right, so as this is hopefully a meme, and this is not a legitimate actual series, how does one actually start said game? Actually, that is an absolutely excellent question. We'll just click on the new campaign button. Normal difficulty. Look at that. Look at that cool artwork. Looks weeby. We got a fucking Eldar cunt. Is that Macca being a bit of a backa, doing a bit of a jump? So yeah, Arch and I, big fans of the Dawn of War franchise, and a lot of our friends are actually, unsurprisingly. But this game was such a fucking disaster. It's something else. We'll talk about it as we play it. Honestly, I think the first thing that already kind of throws me off, and that's probably because I'm looking at this with a very critical eye, is how clean everything is. Like, you think Warhammer 40k. What do you think? Do you think clean, shiny, you know, new? Now, granted, he is a, you know, is that the chapter master? Did Gabriel Angelos become the chapter master, or is he? I think he's the chapter master now. He's pretty high up in the Blood Ravens, which is the Space Marine chapter that is unique to the Relic IP. They're basically a bastard chapter. I do like how this game is remarkably quiet, and I'm going to talk over it because I have not the faintest respect for it. But good God, that fucking looks blurry and fuzzy and not properly scaled for whatever reason. Is that just me, or maybe that's just the graphical effect? The Eldar being edgy fucking retards as per fucking usual. Oh no, not Cyprus, that island over that used to be Greek, but the Turks want it now because they're a little bit imperialistic. You know, hashtag remember the Ottomans or something. Look at all them orcs. Oh my god. I do like these super awesome CGI cinematics they use. No, wait a minute. They're not CGI cinematics. They're not nearly as good as the original Dawn of War or the second Dawn of War cinematics, which actually used actual CGI. Granted, the expansions didn't, but like, the presentation of this is just awful. I don't like it. I'm already miserable. And that's not because it's Dawn of War 3. These orcs don't look like Warhammer 40k orcs. The Space Marines don't look like 40k Space Marines. Nothing feels right. Like, what is with their armor? It's like all weird and organic-y looking. And he just sort of slides down. Look at that. Oh, that... My eyes aren't tracking that well. Oh, is that doing something? Or is that just me? Is it? No, it's just me. I'm just bitching. I'm bitching because I don't want to be here. Look at that. We came to the age of House Herpa Derpa McSuckmike. Oh, he got his eye all melted shut. What a loser. Oh my god, he is literally the size of a Primarch. Holy shit, I forget how big he is. Oh, the Emperor. Ooh, woo. Oh, look at that frame rate, though. That is a pretty good frame rate. Oh, that just doesn't look like gameplay. Look at the Devastators as they fucking jiggle. Aren't they wearing power armor? Isn't that supposed to, like, you know, fucking help with the recoil of the gun? Good lord. Alright, Gabriel. You ready to play this kick-ass game? He's like, oh yes, son, sign me. Sign me the fuck up for that. Space Marine. Oh yeah, look at those non-existent fucking kill animations. I agree. I think that is most adequately fantastical. Yes. Now, one thing that is kind of ridiculous is the blood and gore. The one thing, you know, I'm going to actually try to look at this with a slightly positive eye now. And try to be a little bit more objective. One thing I like is actually the blood and gore. It's not overly retarded. It's nice. It's... Well, no, there's a lot more blood than there would realistically be there. I should probably go help those guys. I kind of forgot about it. But I do like how the corpses are persistent. Everything else, though, not so much. The animations on the Space Marines look stilted. Very cartoonish. Very stylistic. And I like stylism, but the thing is, Warhammer 40k already has an established sort of animation to it. Sort of movement, or how their bodies move. The way they move, at least when they're moving, doesn't look quite correct. Can I move these guys, or is it this guy? Oh, I go this way. Whoops. There's a mini-map in the bottom right. You wouldn't have guessed it, though, because it's so fucking tiny. That has to do with the fact that the map is purely small. Oh, wow. I immediately get StarCraft 2 vibes when I see a giant comical gun with no recoil. Oh, well, it doesn't need it anymore. The fucking name. I need to find another way. That way that I was going to use is now not a thing. But do not worry. I, Gabriel Angelos of the Blood Raven chapter, will do a twirl. Whee! Oh my god, I have a little bit Down syndrome. Stop. Oh, cool. I actually kind of like the look of those guys. I hate how their laser guns have fucking recoil. Also, their lasers, they look like they're firing kind of like, oh, there's some Skeet Marines. They look like they're firing more like Star Wars soldiers than 40k. One of the distinct things I noticed differences-wise with the 40k Marines, or Marines, you fucking idiot, with the fucking 40k laser weaponry, is number one, 40k lasers don't work like lasers. They are fucking weak pieces of shit. Secondly, the lasers in 40k shoot an actual beam. This I actually like. I like the fact that it's like a solid beam from the weapon that connects with the enemy. And once it stops firing, because, you know, a laser travels so fast, you wouldn't really notice the difference with your actual eyeball. Okay, let's see. Oops, I'm not really good at microing these things. If anyone's seen me play fucking Warcraft 3, you know what I'm talking about. Look at that, all the little orky dudes are dead. Oh god. The way they move. It is very cartoonish. Look at that. And it's very rigid because it all recycles the same animation. There is no deviation, or more, I think correctly, is variation. Okay, there's some. Have them shoot those guys. I'd actually like to command those little fucking stormtrooper-looking dudes. German World War I. What is with the fetishization of the German Vulva von Helmet, the one with the little spiky bit on top? Looks absolutely retarded. I always thought that. But then again, that's just me. That's more of like a preference thing when it comes down to that. There's nothing actually wrong with it. Except, you know, doorways. Imagine that thing clipping on doorways. Oh my god, that would be fucking a little inconvenient. Okay, okay. You need to go and hippity-hoppity get in their property. So those look like explosives, but I don't think they'll actually explode. There's no aggro button. Critical strike is a passive ability he just sort of does. Okay. Neato, neato. Another flip. Wow. Magical. Oh, look at that. I feel like I'm playing like a mobile game. Does anyone get that vibe looking at this? Okay, so we got comical looking health packs. Nice. Oh, shit. See, if this was any other game, it would be okay. It would be maybe mediocre, maybe okay at best. But the problem is it has the Dawn of War name in it, and it immediately evokes this like sort of thing like, gritty, brutal. And it's also got Warhammer 40k in the name, so it's like, visceral, you know, grotesque violence, over the top, comically crazy shit going on. And then you just look at this shit and you're like, wow, this is kind of retarded. This is actually cancer. Autosave and progress. Well, if I'm lucky, the game just black screens and... Ah, shit. Well, guess I'm not that lucky. Oh my god, can we turn off the stealth thing? Because I can't see them. Oh, I don't have those guys anymore. He is the chapter master now. I'm sort of paying attention now. And by sort of, I mean I accidentally listened. But, you know, that was my fault. And we'll try not to do that again. One thing I do like is the Diablo-esque level design. I like the idea because this adds a lot of scale. It's very stylistic. I like that. I like that a lot. I like how there's like a battle in the background, you know. Just ignore the fact that the battle's kind of to look at. Looks a little retarded, actually. Oh god, like, okay. The animations on this guy would be fantastic if we were playing Warcraft 3 right now. Those twirly crazy moves with the fucking two-wielding hammer, that is a Warcraft thing. That is something you're like, ah, Warhammer, it's got paladin. It's a paladin, isn't it? But it's not a paladin, it's fucking chapter master, he's retarded. Look at those capes, they're so cape-alicious. Oh, what's going on? Oh, greenskins. That looked retarded. Nice. Alright, so we gotta go get that big old knight lady. Look at this. House whatever's got a dragon for the logo. Cool. That's kind of heretical though, because there's warp dragons and stuff. Oh no. I'll go on ahead and use my very comical ability called Derpity Derpity. Get right over there. Whee! Alright, so they're dead now. Are they though? Oh look, it's a dreadnought. Fucking jump over there, you little shit. Kill that thing. Look at that. Look at that. This is what I'd expect Warcraft 4 to look like. I know this is, I'm kind of regurgitating myself a little here, but like, this is exactly the sort of hyper stylism, you know. This game will age well because it is stylistic. Visually, it will not age well because I don't think anybody plays this thing. I wouldn't be surprised if I make up the one person that fucking on that list there on Steam. Like, how many people play this game right now? One unfortunate sorry soul, and his name is fucking me. Or Kibs. Whichever you prefer. Alright, jump up there and beat the shit out of him. Like, wow. It just doesn't get old, does it? Okay, we'll drop a pod directly on top of these sons of bitches. Sound design, not bad. Visual effects, you know, very stylistic. This is something I actually like. I genuinely like this art style, this sort of painted look to the universe. But I don't think it fits Warhammer, nor does the sort of cell shade-ish approach. Because if you notice, like, there's a little bit of, like, metal scuffing on these guys, but they don't look gritty. They don't look gritty like the Dawn of War 2 Space Marines. Those guys are gritty. They have, like, you know, paint scuffs, but not just that. They have, like, indents in their armor. That might be just, like, a visual look to it, but I don't know. Everything feels a little too neat and orderly. And in Warhammer 40k, it's, you know, an age of degradation, an age of decay. The Imperium is not what it once was. It is, you know, fully going tits up. Like, they're perking hard and they're fucking skywards. We're like a fish going belly up in that tank. You know what I'm saying? Fucking, we're just dead. Alright, look at this. We need more Space Marines. Specifically, spamming assault faggots. Because, you know what? I can't micro any of these guys. And I forgot to program my mouse's alternate buttons for this game because I just tried to alternate units and that just didn't work out. So don't worry about it. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. We'll click it like this, and I'm sure if Bubbles is watching or Arch is watching, you know, they'll be like, in the micro. Actually, wait, no. Arch is bad at micro. What am I kidding? May yet endure. I kind of hope it doesn't. Look at that. The Mechanicus built this big old gun. That is absolutely adorable. Look at that thing. I wonder what it looks like to load that thing internally. I imagine you can load the bottom two, but if you're loading the bottom two guns, how do you load the top three? That's my question for you right there. How the fuck do you do that? Right, so now that we have answered the most important question, and by answering I mean we just posed it and we're going to leave it there, and we're not going to address it later. Okay, so you're just going to hippity-hoppity on their property. Excellent, excellent. These are awesome possum abilities. Okay, you know, we're slaughtering them. You know, the first level isn't the part where it starts to kick in. I did a stream on Fire Warrior a while back as the celebration when I broke 1,000 subs. And one thing that I remember was like, yeah, you know, I was first playing, like, you know what? Maybe this isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Maybe this is going to be a-okay. And oh my god, that flamethrower is actually... I like the little effects it leaves. But maybe this is going to be a-okay. Maybe this won't be as bad. And then it's like, by the 3-hour mark, you're like, oh god, you know, it's kind of shitty. And then, like, halfway through it, somewhere in that stream, I broke mentally. And I was like, yeah, no, this game's a pile of shit. Oh god, they're gonna do stompy bits. That's lewd, and you can't do that. You little fucking bigots. Alright, so, hippity-hoppity, get on my fucking property. You guys hop over there. I will do this thing that I will do. Like, yes, you will do the thing you will do. Hippity-hoppity, get on their property. There we go. Look, if we just fucking rush them as they spawn, rush B as they say, the orcs will be sad. Look at this tactics shit. I got this shit nailed down pretty good. Okay, can't quite leapity-deepity down there. But we'll just do it like this. Also, how do I replenish squads? Reinforce a single squad member. Okay, that's useful game. That's racist. Wow, look at that, guys. We've managed to kill all the orky dudes. Did he just eject? That would be kind of... Oh my god, that is actually kind of comical. There's some things about the game that aren't that bad. Art-wise, art direction-wise, I like it, but it just doesn't fit the universe. The environment and landscape does, though. Look at that damage. Look at the, you know, architecture. Okay, some like that. This just doesn't quite flow. They should have added some windows or something, paneling. Gothic-like architecture. It works. This looks a little too clean, but you know. I mean, easy peasy lemon squeezy. You just throw some metal scraping textures over it and some dirt. Bam! You're in business. You got yourself a Warhammer 40k aesthetic. And like, map design-wise, that map wasn't too boring. That was a fairly interesting looking map. It was a cool sort of, you know, imperial palace, or, well, house palace, I guess. And because it was one of the houses in the 40k universe, not just the straight up Imperium, the sub clans, not clans, houses.
Even so.
Nice. You can just skip it. You can just skip all of it. The Inquisitor. Oh, he's so spooky. He's gonna be a bad guy. I really don't like what they're doing with that. Almost like I don't like what they're doing with his armor. Okay, you can't see in that picture. He's like, I'm the Inquisitor. Look at me. Look away. I'm judging. Oh my god, they were actually planning on making more content to this game. Isn't that funny? This game just went tits up. It just died. It's not even worth mentioning. It's just a pile of shit. Okay, look at that. Play against the AI. Oh, it just takes you back to the main menu. Okay, I think I clicked the wrong button. That was kind of short. Wait, did I do it all? Wait a minute. Orcs threaten Valrock Knights, but a powerful ally comes to their aid. The Master of the Blood Raven rides the world under siege. The schemes of Gorgut's id enter. Mission rewards. Okay, I think I'm on this one, because this one's got a little red skull on it. Right? That's where we are. Maybe? You know what? We're going to launch it and find out, because I'm not 100% certain. Oh, God, his armor bothers me. I saw it in the background. He's got, like, wording written on his armor, but the wording's so comically fucking big, like the lettering. It's not uncommon in 40k to have, you know, lettering and like Invictus Domine Imperatus. It's like, oh, Latin, sexy, yes. But maybe not have it fucking like that. Maybe not have it so big that it is the armor. I like how he's chained stuff to himself too. He's like, look at that, chained it. There's some things I like about his design. One is like the profile. The profile of the armor set looks cool. It could be a Primarch. Just doesn't belong on his character. Gabriel Angelus, a character that I actually, you know, really enjoyed in Dawn of War 1. I looked up to. I was like, this guy's a good hero. I feel like I should mention the... Okay, nope. I think this is the exact same. Who designed this? That's my question. If I hit quit, leave game on the main menu. Okay, good. Because I was about to say, if it takes me all the way back to like exit the windows, I'll be like, that's it. I'm done. I'm absolutely done with this. This game's crappy. I'd rather be playing Dawn of War 2 right now, but Arch is like, play this game instead. Actually, no, we're doing both. I mean, I guess I can have my cake and eat it at the cost of having terminal cancer, but you know, whatever. You know, beggars can't be choosers. We all gotta die sometime. Okay, this is just a cinematic. Who the fuck designed this? This pisses me off. Like, this genuinely upsets me. Okay, so we gotta watch the cinematic for the orky doos. Oh no, it's a dead guy. No, just they pan the camera and it sort of... Is there some sort of visual effect going on? Because it feels like it blurs. I get that the foreground is blurred right now because they want you focused on those orcs in the background. Oh my god, look at their heads! They do not look like orcs. Oh my god, it's Transformers. Wow. Ha! He's a big orc. Oh, what do you know? Wow, that was seriously, okay. One thing that pisses me off about this design, right? This design is awful. You don't break up the cinematics like that. You can put the cinematic... If you want to make, like, the cutscenes viewable, if they were worth viewing, you should put them in, like, a extras bin, and then you can watch the cinematics again there. Sort of similar to throwback to WoW, or maybe some of the older RTSs. The cutscenes are put into the extras, so you can watch, you know, the introduction if you want again, because, you know, it's cool. And that was actually a staple back in the day when games came out. Like, oh, hey, check out this new CGI cinematic. That's pretty kick-ass. That's awesome. That's cool. This game, it's like, wow, look at these CGI pictures of, like, things that are supposed to be 40k, but don't really look like it. Oh my god, that doesn't look like fucking... Is that supposed to be Gorguts? If that's Gorguts, that's retarded. I don't care what orc that is. That is just retarded. It's just got a big old fucking claw. But it's not like an orc claw. It's like literally a... I don't know, the construction vehicle is what he looks like to me. He's like, yes, I'm going to build and not smash because I am Gorguts the Builder, or Build Guts. Am I seriously watching the same cutscene twice? Fuck you. I'm not opposed to a campaign having multiple POVs in it, but for RTSs, here's what I'd suggest to do. If you want to do multiple POVs in a RTS campaign, do not do them all mixed together because it's kind of... I'm not a big fan of that design. What you could do instead, you could have the same POVs, but take a little bit of inspiration from Blizzard when they weren't shit. And like the original StarCraft or Warcrafts or Command and Conquers, as in you pick which faction beforehand, and then you play a full campaign through them, and then you can, you know, play the next faction. Because one of the things that I see as a game designer, one of the things that I don't like about this game already is the introduction of mechanics is kind of spread out. How you normally do it is you have a faction, right? And when you play that faction, specifically in the Blizzard games, they were really good at this. They'd introduce units from that faction, if you were playing the Terrans or the Protoss or the Zerg, and they would gradually, you know, introduce new mechanics and be like, hey, here's this fucking weird thing that shoots jizz underground and it kills things. But, like, the missions got specific things helped to emphasize that mechanic, and so you could play with the mechanic and see it would show you like its value, and then you'd have it for the next mission. You could use it in the next mission. You could be creative with it. You introduce things gradually. So in this mission, for instance, this would be okay. Let's pretend this is the first orc mission, right? We're learning how to play the orcs. They want to introduce us to the war boss, and then some of the basic orc concepts, like maybe the standard slugga boys and the choppa boys, and then they just like bap things, and they got the wah ability, and it's like okay, see. Horde mob mentality. That's the first few mechanics we learn off the bat. We learned that Gorguts has basically similar, the exact same fucking abilities as fucking what's his tits. Like he can just hop. Look at that. I mean, it's the same thing, just different animation. He just clamps his way up there. That's kind of cute, but this ability right here is cancer. I do remember that. Fun fact though, Arch, when this game came out, was like, "Hey, Kibs, we both think this game is gonna be a pile of shit." I'm like, "Yeah, no, we both think that," but it's like. He's like, yes, but we should play it because we need to cover it. And it's like, well, you should because you're a Warhammer channel. And then he eventually convinced myself and poor Alldog to buy this pile of fucking dog dung. Ah, god damn it. True friends don't let friends play solo. But some friends shouldn't let other friends play goddamn pieces of shit games. Alright, so. Like, look, I mean, we're gradually learning some cool things here. But, again... That's just more of like a minor pet peeve. Narratively and story-wise, if you're grafting your game in this way, one of the benefits is you can have, you know, your story told in a very consistent manner and be like, okay, so this happened in this and this happened in that. But one thing I kind of like is having the other POV and seeing how the other side did their missions after the fact. Another thing you could do, I guess, is you could just sort of... I don't know. You could do it like the classic Command & Conquer, where it alters the canon at the end of the campaign. Or in Dark Crusade. Finally, a reference I can reference the actual Dawn of War game, or franchise itself. Dawn of War, Dark Crusade, and Soulstorm. Whichever faction wins would affect the outcome of the game. Now, granted, in a story sense and a universe sense, you actually eventually have to canonize who won, if you're going to address that, or any of those characters. And I believe they did. I think it was, was it Governor Barris or something that won? I don't remember. I think it was the Imperial Guard that won on Dark Crusade, if I remember correctly. I was pretty sure it was the Imperium of Man, but I think it was the Imperial Guard. Oh god, look at that. Building, building, building. Build all that energy and shit. Also, I didn't realize this would go on this long, and now I'm regretting it. I'm sad. I am very sad. Okay, look, we just gotta beat this mission. That just looks like a dead end, to be brutally honest with you. And that screams it is a dead end. Okay, what can we build? We can build some of those. We can get some chopper boys. Look at that. Chopper boys. But yeah, no, you can do different things with your story. You can have it end in various ways. And it really depends. Because... When we're working on our game, one of the things that I try to keep in mind is like, okay, so we can have like path A, path B be a thing, but it's like you do need to decide at some point and kind of a little bit in advance, like, okay, what's going to be the canon? What's going to be the actual ending if you're going to go down that route? Because like, otherwise you have to make two separate games, and that costs, you know, literally the amount of production of a second game, which is, you know, quite much. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Look, we're being introduced new mechanics. Like, they're doing it okay. It's pretty standard, pretty, you know, industry standard. There's a new mechanic. New mechanic is this building has a wall, but it also drops loot randomly. For whatever reason, loot just gravitates towards that building.
We drew up some plans for Bosket Stomper's big gun. We sniffed out our best bits for it, but the humies keep it behind their lines.
Well then, let's go take it from them.
What if I don't want to? What if I'm a pacifistic oik? Open sesame. What, we couldn't open that door sooner? I'm just picking at the nitty gritty here. Yeah, I kind of like this sort of level look. And I've always been a fan of it because it adds scale and scope. It does remind me a little bit of Supreme Commander though, but you can't scroll it nearly as much. Okay, didn't I bring Gore Guts? Gore Guts, you can... Those look like the fucking turrets from the first one. And now I just wish I was playing the first one. Yeah, heavy bolter turrets. Except, like, they're very... It's like flat yellows on the side. You see that? Like, there's no texture to them. No sort of coloring. Again, these are artistic picks here. But, like... It kind of... It just doesn't look good. Like, if you look closely at this ground, look at that. You can see, like, the different textures. It's very rocky, like, surfaced. Almost like the entire building's grafted out of a giant, like, mountain. And for all intents and purposes, it could be, considering height. I do like how they grafted, like, things to step on. We are losing a lot of orky-doos, though. And one thing I can do to mitigate this is bring along these little Gretchens. We should probably only do one mission at a time if we're going to make this a thing. Okay, look at that. Remember how there was cover in Dawn of War 2? Hell, even Dawn of War 1. Oh my god, I should just click on the fucking button over there. I'm gonna fucking scream. Oh, cucked by an invisible... I guess the shield does something. But cover works on this as a bubble. Like, there's magical things that power the shield. Power this, you son of a bitch. Look at that. That just looks so silly. Okay, we've got little Gretchens. Where did the Gretchen? Oh, there he is. Okay, so we'll have the Gretchens build this. Now, one thing that's very bad that I remember, it selects the builder too. That's a thing I would never do in an RTS if I were to design one. Fuck me, though. I'd never want to program that shit, because that stuff ain't easy to program. Oh, come on. Auto-attack that shit. You know better. A is the auto-attack button in most RTS is good. They did get that right. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Alright, so there's some more little guardsmen over there being little cunts. Is there stances? There probably is. Switch to hold fire. No. Okay, there isn't a actual... There's, like, attack, but there's no, like, aggressive, like, guard mode stance or, you know, aggressive stance like there was in the originals where they'd attack or they would, you know, hold their ground so they wouldn't be baited in a way by someone who's being a little micro-intensive. Oh, I really don't need an autosave, though, game. If the game crashes, I'm just gonna rage quit. Like, you don't need to save. Fuck that noise. Look at those busted steamy pipes. Steamy goodness is coming out. That ain't good. Right, can we rejuvenate at this thing? It's not done. Also, you should probably... No, it is done. Oh. Must be near reinforced vehicle structure. I was hoping that these command points would, considering that the level design is, like, you know, quite spacious, if you will. What I could do to prevent me from waddling all the way back is just put up barracks every 5 feet. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. But it's not the end of the world. And that will prevent me from having to actually go all the way back to this point here, because that gate's got to open first. And we're about a third of the way done with this level, but yeah, no, that was a mistake doing 2 in a row. But I was like, oh no, this will be your second mission. Normally it's quick. Like, new Dawn of War 3 is kind of slow. Kind of a slow burner. Right, come on, slap that together. Look at that build animation. That is very animate, very lively. I like that. It jiggles, you know, it would wiggle, it would literally wiggle apart at some point, but you know, whatever. They're orcs, they don't think it will, therefore it shan't not. Or shan't not. I didn't even realize there's water in the background. But at best, I guess there is. We know where the water level is. We must be on the coast. Coastal region. That's one thing they did right in Dawn of War 1 and 2. They showed you before mission, you know, a little bit about the environment of where you were going. In this game, I'm like, I have no idea where I am. I'm just on some planet, and I'm on a part of it somewhere. They'd show you a map in the first one, and they'd zoom in like a, sort of like a satellite view. And the second one, it was kind of like an orbital view, because it made sense, too. Because you had, you know, the little flotilla, and they got to do stuff. And it was very well crafted, all things considered. A lot of design was put into it, a lot of forethought, too. It's a shame that they were so lazy with this. I don't think much could have done, like, even those little attentions to detail would have been, like, things that I would probably be saying right now, like, oh, that was a nice touch, or I really like that, but it still doesn't fix, you know, the games being just kind of shit. Okay, you go after them. Okay, and then you will deal with them. I do like how he flew. He's like, whee! Right, where does my little Gretchen's? Okay, we'll put down another little barracks here so we can heal up our boys. Capture that point. We're making steady progress. If I build more WoW things, I think that unlocks technology. Okay, that's another mechanic too. I guess I should be building them, but I don't think I have access to much technology, honestly. Okay, they gave us guys anyways. Nice. Have them help build that. Okie dokie. Fill up those guys, get some loots. I feel bad. These orcs are literally outgunning fucking guards. And now that there's this many, they're definitely going to now. You know, it's a shame they didn't make House Varus or whatever. Varric or Valeric or whatever into its own little mini faction. Like, just to break the mold. Be something unique. Take a fresh take on the, like, the universe. Instead of it just being Imperial Guard or Space Marines or something boring and usual. They could just really spice it up. Give it some new flavor. Be like, oh, these guys, this unique sub-faction within mankind. Look at them. They're completely unique. And like, wow, that not only adds a little bit of unique flavor for the game, but it also adds a little bit of depth to the universe. It builds on a pre-established universe. That's actually kind of cool. Nope, they're just like literally guardsmen though. Look at them little chunky meat boys. You know, look, it's supposed to be visceral and gory, right? But I really can't tell. Like, okay, he's missing like a leg and most of his upper torso. I mean, there's part of him. It's really just a leg and like a torso and abdomen left. Maybe not even a real torso, just a bit of it. The puppy is waggling her tail. She's very excited about it. You know what? Fuck it. We'll talk about this now. I was like, maybe if there's an episode 2, I'll do another one. But, like, I don't want to think like that because that's negative thinking. So, one of the things that people will probably find interesting is how I met Arch. How I met your mother, you know, basically. Oh, God, that's the worst part. I drew a lewd. That sounds so bad out of context. But either way, it's like how I met your mother, right? How I met your Barch. So when I met fucking Barch, one of the things, how we met actually came to be, it was a collab because we were both YouTubers at the time, and Arch was actually relatively small. I think he was only about 30,000 subscribers, and I was about 1,400-ish. And I had a podcast series. It was called The Bickering Bunch. And my channel now is called The Bickering Bunch as well. But, that point aside. I'd invited him on because a lot of people requested him. Like, hey, you know, he's an expert on Total War Warhammer. You're covering that. You should, you know, for lore reasons, you should bring him on. And I'm like, okay, I'll bring him on. So we came on. We did the podcast. Went really well. Everyone got along. You know, the randos that I normally invite on, you know, left. And then it was just Arch and myself. And, you know, I don't remember how many hours later, but I do remember, I think the sun was coming up and it went down to when the podcast started. Yeah. We hung out the entire fucking time. We played, or I'm pretty sure it's because he wanted me to play World of Warships with him because no one else would for whatever reason. And so I downloaded World of Warships. We played it. We had a good time, you know. And we just sort of, you know, kept in contact. And we slowly became friends over time. And that's sort of how I met him. And that's how we just sort of became friends. Which is a rarity, because a lot of times when it comes to YouTubers and stuff, like, it really is hit or miss whether you can, you know, be friends. You can always get along with them, but it's like whether or not you're compatible, I guess. There's a very diverse range of peoples, and we all are very different. And oh my god, Eldar, oh my god. Gay. Alright. You know what Eldar are good for? You know, maybe I shouldn't say so on YouTube. Never mind. They're gonna run away, so we don't get to directly engage them yet? Or are they gonna get stuck there and just let me kill them?
They broke the bits. What's the job? We'll just like it, but the humans keep it on the other side of the fort.
That's great! More fighting! Maybe we'll even get to stomp some Eldar on the way!
Okay, I should probably build a Bickering right about here. And that'll open up the one at our base. Okay, nice. I'm sure they'll attack my base just to add an extra layer of, oh shit, something's going horribly wrong. Probably should build some guys, but I think there's a pop cap in this game. I don't really remember. Maybe there isn't. Maybe there isn't. Oh, I never built a command post there. Whoopsie daisies. Okay, well, all our orcs are maxed out. We've got all the gear we could possibly ever want. Once that's thrown together, upgrade our boys, go get that gun, and then we'll be able to win. And what the act? Oh, it's an Eldar thing floating there. Doesn't look. That almost doesn't look Eldar. Oh my god, they're retarded. What even are these? What even are these? That's just silly. Maybe it's because I'm so anal when it comes to writing or story for a game. Like, everything's got to have a purpose or a reason to be, for me at least. And like, this is like, what is this? What purpose does this serve? It's a platform, okay? But what's the hodgepodge with that? Why not just secure this area with like dropships? Why build a giant, literal floating planet? I feel like that costs a lot more resources and is actually going to be more useful for the enemy when they turn it into fucking scrap. Oh no, I'm supposed to be scared. I'm extra scared. Okay, this is like Dawn of War 2. They're going to keep coming through the portal. Fuck it. I'll sacrifice as many orcs as it takes to win this. Or win this. To fucking close this little portal thing. Okay, they're all dying now. They're all dying right now. Okay, that's looking good. Oh, we ran out of reacquisition. We're not actually making all that much reacquisition. Really, game, I don't need an autosave, okay? I just like to die. Oh, I don't need it. Wow, fireworks. Guess it's just raining. Oh, new dudes. Okay. Maybe I should probably build like these things. And then can I have... Oh, fuck. Oh, well, escape deselects. Can I just right-click to have them assist? Assist production. That's one thing I liked about Supreme Commander, is you could assign units and they'd assist produce things. It was the nicest thing ever. Also, we can actually salvage that. Actually, we'll waddle back here and quickly rejuvenate. Will I see if they actually do the thing that I think they're going to do, maybe? No, they do not assist in complete production. Okay, so we have unlocked that as a unit, I wager. No. A building, perhaps, where we can build them from? Okay, well, you just wanted to show me this new cool unit, huh? You just wanted to really... Like, look, they can do these abilities, but units die so quickly in this game, I fucking wouldn't even know the difference! I guess you could micro it, but honestly, just fucking throwing blobs of green orcs at things seems to do the job. Okay, is... That guy wasn't... There we go. Maybe the wall buildings will play a role in that. Maybe. Okay. What we shall do is these orchidoos will meet us. Or if things go dire, we'll just basically call upon them to reinforce. This big old hodgepodge of green dudes will just fucking swarm the map. Make it green and main. Okay. We gotta go get that big old derpy cannon. It's up here. Or Eldar. You know, if anything needs retconning in this universe, it's the fucking Eldar. They just look so out of place. Maybe that's the point, though. Maybe they're supposed to look retarded. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. You really convinced me there. Oh, the Eldar. I almost don't like them, except there's some interesting elements, except they're just stupid. We're supposed to be wise and smart, but they're like, yeah, no, we're gonna be vague. Anytime we work with the Imperium for whatever fucking reason, because, you know, fuck it. Oh no, the Tyranids are coming? Maybe we should be vague as possible, you know, see what happens if we just, you know, oh, the dark things are coming, and humans are like, maybe you're just fucking lying. Maybe there's a distinct possibility. It's almost as bad as the Necrons, except the Necrons are just suffer from the, hey, we're literally broken. Like, we have literal plot armor. We can plot ourselves away at a moment's notice. Why? Because fuck you. We're the Necrons. We're so cool. We're an indigenous group of minorities or something. They are the minorities of 40k. They get minority points, guys. They're the SJWs. I always knew it. Alright, so now that we've confirmed hashtag Necrons are SJW. Oh my god, that's not even how that works. Okay, well, I'm gonna lose all my orcs because they just fucking die, and replenishment in this game is retarded. I almost missed Dawn of War 1's replenishment system, where you could just replenish units on the go. Dawn of War 2 made up for this by just being not that big in terms of the maps. But I think the area where this game begins to suffer is the fact that the maps are just actually, for once, too big. For the mechanics, at least. For the replenishment mechanic, and units die so quickly, too. Like, these orcs just poof, 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 dead, 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 dead. It's like, what's the point of unit preservation? What's the point of getting this looty bits? Like, they just die so quick. Can I get, like, a fucking barrack so I can get a chance of, like, upgrading their armor so they die less quick? Question mark? That looks retarded.
About time. The Eldar are back circling to give us another go.
Wow, the Eldar are just spawning and shit. Alright, nice. This will make my life a fuck ton easier. Can I fire this thing? You just gonna autosave for me? You know, just, I'd hate to lose my progress. I would absolutely, I would fret. I would fret very much, yes. Very much. I think my requisition is affected by the units because there's an upkeep cost. And there's a pop cap, I just found it. You go over there, and then you activate this cool spinny spin to win. Oh my god, is this a League of Legends game now? That's a thing. That's a thing. Oh, I hate it. Alright, so we're spinning. We look like we had a little bit of the retardedness. I didn't know he couldn't move. Oh, he can move. What the fuck? Why were you moving then? This thing will automatically fire, I take it?
Would you do the honors, boss? Just hit the button. Weapon on.
Right. The clickety clickety the button. No.
Sounds them to make them too sad to fight.
Shut this still fighting!
Don't worry, boss. We're still charging the other weapons.
I would laugh if the game was funny. But the game isn't fun enough to be funny. Banshees, the dirty little sluts are attacking me again. Alright, you're gonna go and deal with those little cunts. Can I just take them out? You know, I feel like they have like some invincibility unit, but fuck it. We're gonna try just wiping them out. We're gonna see if we can just literally delete them.
It's charged. Hit the button, boss.
Okay, we should back up because it might actually do damage.
Those pop guns are useless! Let's just stick to the main cannon!
Well, I'll just take it out real quick. Don't mind me. There we go. Alright, pop that. We'll head back. I should probably actually defend the thing, because God forbid if I lose this level, I will fucking pull my teeth out. It's just not particularly fun. The base gameplay just gets old. That's a nice thing. Another thing that I can say, oh look, another quote-unquote nice thing. The fact that when they die, they leave little smears or blood textures behind to emulate a smear. Oh, finally, I can shoot the thing. Its balls are charged. That's retarded.
Let's go kick. That gives me an idea. We could get their gun back to camp by firing it.
Wow, he's so smart and intelligent. Yes, he is. I wonder if I can get these Gretchens over here alive. Now, do corpses stay? Let's take a quick gander, shall we? I'm pretty sure there are corpses here. Oh, maybe they don't. I thought they did, though. Maybe I'm misremembering, huh? I hope it doesn't take nearly as long to charge up again, because I kind of want to kill myself. Alright, you get up there. That does a little stun effect. Do that. Spin. Spin to win. Okie dokie. Look at that. We are defending the big gun. The gun that is big. I think we only have to fire it twice more, but that already feels like too much. Oh, they're gonna capture that. Those little cunts. Not if I kill them all, though. They won't capture it. Okay, is there a retreat button? There was no retreat button. Who the fuck did that? Alright, so if I build this barracks thing... Fuck it, I'm gonna build it here. Build it literally next to me, boys, so I can literally heal them while they're here. Okay, get up. Do the stun. Bam. And then do a little spin to win. Once they build this, I'll pull back the Gretchens, and then we'll pull back the boys, and we'll heal them all up, and they'll be all nice, tip-top shape. God damn, I can't believe I'm playing this game right now. Alright, waddle your asses back here. Wow, look at that. That's a building. Holy shit. I built that building, and there's a tank now. Fuck. Except there's no real AP damage in the same way that there was in Dawn of War 2. So, I don't really care. Heal up me boys. Okay, heal them up some more. On the guns. It shoots insults. You know what else it should shoot? It should shoot like a fucking hard drive wipe. Just kidding, though. I actually have some valuable data. If I lose that data, I'd be a little bit sad. I'd have to literally rewrite stuff. No, wait, I'm smart and I back that up. Never mind. It's not as big of a deal, but it will still be inconvenient. Oh my god, they built a fucking webway over there. What a bunch of cunts. What a bunch of fucking cunt nuggets. We'll get a backup group over here in case some shit hits the fan or something. Look at that. We's healing up real nice and strong, boss. Okay, fire the weapon. Okay, good. It's not gonna bullshit me. It's just gonna shoot a giant light into the sky and do something. Allegedly. Now that we know it won't blow up my building, we can put one there. Actually, let's go neutralize that, because I'm pretty sure the webways help spawn them in, but I don't think they're the only thing, because as we saw, there was one of those fucking tank things, transport trucks, and it dropped off some guys. And you know what that reminded me of? That reminded me of Eternal Crusade. That is a piece of shit game. I still don't understand why so many people defended it for so long. Like, you guys don't understand. You just don't understand how good it is. Like, fuck. I don't think I want to understand at that point. It's subjectively just bad because it's sold on a bunch of lies. I'm so mad now. Oh my god. Alright, so we have to protect that thing. I can't repair it because fuck me. They can shoot that building all they want. I don't care. They're not even funny insults. They're just stupid. Also, did he just slide in position? Is this game still broken? I wouldn't be surprised. They did abandon development of it, so I imagine it's still broken. There's probably some of those glitches that I remember playing from PvP with Arch. Oh god, what am I fucking... why did we play this game? Game poo. This game literally bad. In every conceivable meaning of the word, bad. Even if it wasn't Dawn of War, I still don't think that would have been enough. I think it would have not have done so poorly. I think people have been like, it's an okay, like, weird MOBA RTS thing. But the fact it's Warhammer is one thing. The fact it's Dawn of War is a completely other. Dawn of War may have Warhammer 40k attached to it, but that's not what made it amazing. Warhammer 40k didn't make Dawn of War amazing. Dawn of War made Dawn of War amazing. The way it worked, the way the mechanics functioned, how the cover system worked, how infantry felt like they had weight to them. How armor was actually a difficult thing to find. Bin to bin. It's like, look at this big bad wave that's going to make you practically lose the beetle now. Don't worry though, if I fire that gun, it'll be safe now. We'll win. They'll stop attacking. Think about that. Eldar live forever. They just threw away their lives. For what? This? They could have just orbitally bombarded this, for fuck's sake? And yes, that's going to be my answer to literally everything. Wow, look, it's our own little fucking squigs. Oh, wow, wow. Ooh, so cool. Eyes are glowing. I feel like I'm playing like a fucking slot machine. What the fuck? That was so corny. You think those little things in the background are fucking space marine drop pods going down to the planet? Pfft, no, it's just some fucking shit falling from the sky. What are you fucking gay?
It was a bit of bother to get her back to your camp, but here you go. A big gun for Big Boss Ditstopper. It'll blow away Varlock Keep easy. Oh, I misjudged you, Gorguts. That gun will really help me out. I ain't gonna use it on the keep just yet, though. You see, I got Eldar raiding me camp, trying to kill me. Oh, Eldar, you don't say. Yeah.
Oh, look, he's hiding the head behind his back. So, why did he have the head to begin with? He was gonna mount it on his fucking armor, wasn't he?
For me, Gitstopper. I will. Take care, Gorguts. Stupid git. Doesn't even know what the Eldar are here for. But
Who actually wrote this, though? Ugh. Alright, so. The elite experience. Oh, God, I feel like they're talking about the game now. It's the elite experience of high-quality gaming. Wow. Alright, so how many missions are there in theory? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, no. The numbering's right. The Roman numerals represent the cutscenes. Gotcha. Easy peasy lemon McFucking squeezy. There's god too many missions in this piece of shit game. Either way, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Arch is evil, and he should probably pay for his crimes at some point. Making me buy this fucking disaster of a game. Ah!